Hey, what's up everyone? Maury Croson here from the Performance Lab of California, and we got a new speed mechanics video today. This one's gonna be a little bit unique because it's actually from somebody that wrote a comment on YouTube. Who was it?
Yeah, it was Nathan. He asked, how can I get my leg down quicker?
How can I get my leg down quicker? And I thought, that is such an easy question to answer. And then I went to answer it and I thought, wow, there's a lot that actually goes into that answer. It's not as easy as I thought. And so I thought, well, let's go ahead and make a video about it because we want to provide more value to not only Nathan, but to all of you that are wondering, how do I get my leg down quicker? All right, so let's just go ahead and get it started here. So the thing about when he's talking about, let's go first into that. So, when the video was on the freeze, right? I gotta love the freeze. And So what the freeze does so well when you watch the video, especially when you compare it to the guy that he's running against, bless his soul, and when he goes and he extends that leg out, I mean, he does such a great job of getting that leg all the way out, and then he pulls down so hard, and what we talked about in the video is that he's getting that such a great pull down that he actually creates like a giant divot in the dirt as he's running. And so what the question is how do I get my leg down quicker, right? So when I'm here, how do I pull down here? Excellent question, Nathan. So where that ends up, what I want to immediately say is crucial here is that upper hamstring, right? So what's the transition here is I'm back behind here, I'm transferring my knee up through, and as I'm transferring my knee, I'm beginning to separate with my foot. I'm getting into as much extension as I can, and then I'm pulling back here. The better you're able to create that extension from a more straight leg, the more faster you are, the more speed, the more faster you are. And in order to create a lot of quickness there, with that ability to get a lot of extension, the more you extend, the higher up into the hamstring it goes where you have to pull. So you have to be able to work a lot of that upper hamstring. Now, the reason that just can't be the answer is because there's more to it. The first thing that goes into it is your ability to stabilize your pelvis. Because if I'm here and if I'm transferring, as I'm transferring, I'm not able to control this posterior tilt that I'm now in. Now what's going to happen is I'm not going to be able to really get the strength that I need to get the pull. Okay, because if I'm pulling, and as I'm pulling, I'm getting into an anterior pelvic tilt right away, now I'm not going to be able to create the same amount of force as that if I'm in posterior pelvic tilt and pulling down from there. And that's really what you want to do. So you have to be able to be very stable in your pelvis in order to engage there. Another thing is, and in order to really keep that pelvis very locked in, very stationary, is you have to be connected to the lower core, okay? Very, very active in your transverse abdominis. So really, what you need to be able to do is you need to be able to have great transverse abdominis activation in combination with upper hamstring strength. Now, another question obviously that will come from that is, okay, how do I do that? How do I train that? So one of the things that I always like to do in order to train specifically this action is just standing here and working on this exact action. Now, we'll do different things where we're having support here, which would be very beneficial for a posture kind of mid-back perspective, but that's not going to actually answer what it is that you're saying. What you're saying is, how can I make it so I get more, almost lower core strength? And what essentially activates the lower core is going to be a couple different things. One, I would say that you have to get some type of adductor activation, right? So something that's going to make it so you have to control either of the legs. So from here, you can maybe get something where you're getting pulled out here, and you need to be able to keep your foot in here and then get that pull, right? Because that'll get the adductors going. In order for that adductor to activate, you're going to have the control here. Or the other option that you can do is you could try to get pulled kind of backwards, right? So you have some type of band kind of pulling you back, which will then make it so you have to engage here to keep you here, and then from there you're working on boom. I would probably recommend that one better, the second one, but I do think the adductor one would also be good and cool as well. So to answer your question simply, you need to be able to better access your upper hamstring in order to get the coordinated effort to actually see the benefit that you're getting in that upper hamstring development. You got to be able to control the pelvis as well as access the upper hamstring. I would even say you probably have to have a large amount of antagonist activation, which would be hip flexor strength, right? And the reason that you have to have hip flexor strength is because you have to be able to get that leg all the way out. This is all hip flexor to then be able to pull down, right? Because it doesn't matter if you're quick and your steps all out here, right? That's quickness that doesn't matter, okay? So you gotta also be able to have the strength to come up here and then pull down hard. Okay, and those are gonna all go into it. Also, obviously, you'd have to do quick turnover type exercises, plyometric type exercises. You gotta work that turnover. But in terms of what muscles need to be more active and how to go after it from that perspective, those are the muscles that need to be stronger. Then it's gonna be about, so first you wanna build up strength, then you wanna build up the fast twitch and ability to be very, quick, fast twitch, those type of muscle fibers. But first you have to build up the ability to access and activate those muscles and build some strength there. So Nathan, thanks for watching, or thanks for watching our videos. Thanks for the comment. I hope you enjoyed the video. And if any of you guys have any other recommendations that are really that would really benefit you, please leave a comment. We will happily answer your questions. I mean, obviously with time, we'll happily get to them. And as always, thanks for watching everything, and we will see you soon.